So now here we have this polynomial. The first step, we have to group them into pairs. The first pair is 8p cubic minus 32p squared, and the second pair 28p minus 112. Then after that, let's write them like 8p cubic minus 32p squared plus 28p minus 112. Let's now write or find the common factors or factorize the first pair. 8p cubic. So the first term now, let's factorize them. And 32p squared. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2 times p times p times p. And the 32 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times p times p. So we have a 3 2's in common and 2 p's.
Teacher,
Yes?
this is lesson 8-7, right?
No, this is 8 8
Oh, okay.
and 2 p's. So the common factor here, it will be 8p squared. Since now I factorize 8p squared, so what will be remain? Look at the first one here, we have only p, and the second one here, we have 4. So we put them as 8p squared p minus 4. Then let's go now to the second term. We have a 28p and 112. Let's factorize them here now. 112 is 14 times 28. And here we have 28p. So the common here are 28. And we have and remain now p minus 4. Because if you remove 28, you will have p and 4. Then after that now, let's do what we learned before. Let's take now p minus 4 as a common factor. So we have inside here 8p squared plus 28. This is a way now how can we factorize completely the higher degree or cubic degree trinomial, third degree polynomial into two factors. First, put them into two pairs, then find the GCF of each term, and after that, write all the commons, then you will factorize them completely. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
It's like the way that we took in 8-6
Yes.
lesson.
Yeah. If you rewatch when you inshallah today rewatch the video, I explain in details what is how this step, this way is like the way in lesson we talk in lesson 6, and we call them factorizing or factoring by grouping. We say that how can we group them into pairs, how find the GCF and write the common factors. This way we call them factorizing by grouping. And also people use the same way in factorizing the higher degree polynomial. Now let's solve number 25. In number 25 here, if you have a fourth degree, in number 22 we have third degree. In number 25 we have fourth degree, and the last term here is not a constant. The last term here is a number or a variable multiplied by a number. So here now we have to do, before we pairing or we dividing them into two pairs, the first we have a step that we must do it before. That's we have to find the greatest common factor of all the terms. So before grouping them into two pairs, we must find the GCF for all of the terms. So let's now write all the terms here. 6q raised to the power 4, 3q raised to the power 3, 24q raised to the power 2, and 12q. Now, let's now write the greatest of the factors for 6q. It is 2 times 3 times a q times a q times a q times a q. For here we have 3 times a q times a q times a q. Here we have 3 times 2 times 2 times 2 times a q times a q. And here we have 3 times 2 times 2 times a q. So what are the things or the variable or the number that they are in common? We have a q only. Is it right? The greatest common factor here is a q only.
Teacher 3 also. 3q.
2.
Oh, and the 3, yes, also.
Teacher and 3.
And the 3, yes. So we have a 3q now as a greatest common factor. So what we have to do? Let's put the 3q here now. Then open a big bracket. Go to the first monomial here. If we take 3q from it, so which monomial will be remain?
2q
2q squared.
squared.
Cubic.
Cubic.
Now, if you remove this q and the 3, we'll have a q squared. So here, since the sign is plus, so you put plus q squared. Now minus 24q squared. If you remove it, what you will have here? 8q.
8q.
And here, minus 4.
4.
Then after that, now, after we remove the common factor 3q, we have now a cubic polynomial. Now let's now factorize the cubic polynomial. What we have to do? The first step, as we did before, let's now regrouping them. Regrouping them into two equal pairs. Then after that, now after we regrouping them into two pairs,
Teacher, I made this step by finding the GCF for all the terms because the last terms also contain a variable.
yes, and because also here the highest degree is 4, so we must use this way. So every time also, if you have squared and quadratic polynomial and it has a q at the last term, it has a variable, you must take the GCF first. Now let's continue here. So here now let's write 2q cubic and q squared. So the greatest common factor, it will be q squared. Here we have 3q cubic and q squared. So we have 3 times q times q times q. Here q times q. So the common factor here is q squared times 2 plus 2q plus 2. This is for the first pair. Let's now go to the second pair. For the second pair, here we have 8q and 4. To factorize them, we put 2 times 4 times 8 times q And here we have 4. So the common here 4 is what? Is 4. Then, if you take 2, wait, this, okay. We have here now a 4 as a common factor. What did we have?
2q still.
2q, but the sign here is negative. It's negative 8q.
So I will change it. It will be negative.
So it will be negative 2q. And if I take from here 4, what the sign will be?
Plus.
No, from here. If I take the 4, I have only one minus 1.
So negative 2.
It will be minus 1. No, 1. I remove 4. So I have minus 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Teacher, I made the opposite يعني
yes, no, I want to just to tell you something before.
Okay.
Here, but before that, here, you don't have to, here you must have 1. Okay. Now after that, here we have minus minus. This is wrong. What I have to do, let's take minus 1 as a common factor. Or let's divide them by minus 1. So what will happen? If I take this minus from here, this sign, it will be plus. And I will, I mean, if I make this one as a minus 4, okay? If I make the positive 4 to be a minus 4, I must change the sign inside the bracket. So here it will be positive 2q, positive 1. So it comes like q squared times 2q plus 1 minus 4 times 2q plus 1. Then after that, where's the areas are here? Don't forget now to write the 3q, that's we first. Factorize them. So the total, the factors, after we can completely factorize them, we will find that they are 3q times q squared minus 4 times 2q plus 1. Is it right?
Yes.
Can I factorize? Shall I stop here or can I factorize them more?
Yeah. What did you? What did you say? Yes.
Yes. Shall I stop here or I can factorize them more?
I can factorize.
You can factorize.
How?
No, we can't.
Wait, teacher, wait.
We can.
How?
Yes, teacher. No, teacher.
No, teacher, we can.
No.
I can multiply them. Q2 with
No,
Q squared.
this is not, I want to factorize them, not multiply them.
No.
No, teacher, we can't.
We cannot.
We can't. We cannot.
Teacher, I can say yes because 3q multiplied by 2q. Or no also because any.
No.
Okay. No, teacher, we cannot.
We cannot factorize them.
Okay. Look at q squared minus 4. Is it a difference of square?
Yes.
Yes, so we can factorize them. So we can factorize them now as, I will clear here because I need a space.
It's going to be q minus 2.
Wait, yes, let's put them here up. Now, so after that, when you rewatch the video, you will find that you must not stop if there's something you can do it. If there's something, if there's a common factor, or if you can factorize them. So what we have here, we say it's a 3q times this q squared minus 4. It can be factorized to q minus 2 times a q plus 2 times 2q plus 1. So this is a way now. These all the factor or the brackets, all the factors that can I factorize 6q raised to the power 4 plus 3 cubic minus 24q squared minus 12q.
Teacher, from where did the q plus 2 came?
Here, look at q squared minus 4. Look here.
Yes.
Is it a difference of square?
Yes, it's going to be q minus 2. I mean q plus 2. Where did it come from?
Right. No. For you, if you have a q, a difference of squares, if you want to factorize them, you put q minus 2 times q plus 2.
Ah, okay. And it's going to be q minus 2 and q plus 2 as well.
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, teacher, it is clear.
Okay. Now, I will stop here today. Please rewatch the videos. I will put these 2 questions here for you on the discussion room to solve them. And I want now all of you to open the application or the website kahoot.it. We have a game. Let's now play it as we did before. Here now.
Teacher, can you send us the link of it on WhatsApp?
Okay.
This will repeat for the lessons before or for lessons of today.
Yes, teacher, I'm entering now.
Teacher, I'm getting the mail. Teacher, how send the link how I can comment.
Yalla, wait.
Link.
Yes, I want to search.
Okay.
Teacher, can you
Teacher,
send us the
entered.
link? I can't enter.
I can't enter. Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, what is the pin?
Wait, miss.
Teacher, I'm in the game, but I can't see the question.
Teacher, what is the code?
Yeah, miss, please.
Yes, what is the pin?
Okay, I will repeat from here.
Yes. This is wrong answer.
Teacher,
Yes.
teacher, I'm solving the question by paper. Is it okay? Because I can't enter the
Like,
Kahoot.
okay, it's like make it like a quiz for you. Check then if you
Okay.
answer correct or not.
No, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, Rani.
Teacher, I solved the last question, the first question, but the internet connection for me was bad, so I didn't enjoy the answer. And also now,
Now, like this one here, first you have to take the GCF. It will be 3n squared. Then you have a quadratic polynomial. You can factorize it by how we discussed before in lesson 8.5.
Teacher, why when I choose one I can't choose again? I click the yellow in
It's the green answer, the correct. The green one.
yes.
Here we take the 3. Look here, we have a 3. Let's take a 3n squared as a common factor. Then we will have a 2n squared minus 5n minus 3. Then after that, we have a negative 6. If you multiply a times c, we can factorize them to 2n minus 1 times n plus 3. As you put the factors of negative 6, then you write negative 5 as a summation of negative 6. Then you will continue by using by grouping. So you'll find
Teacher, you group it.
You group it.
Teacher, you made 2n minus 1 and you made يعني plus 5n and you made another bracket 5n minus 3 and you complete.
You get the same answer?
No, teacher, the time's up and I solved it at the first wrong, so
okay.
resolve it.
I
يلا
clicked
okay,
the
so
yellow by mistake.
Jude, Jana, Masa, and Farah. They are the highest 5. Let's go to the third one. Yellow, this one now. N squared minus 16n plus 64. Dana has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. Thank you, Dana.
Teacher, I have a bad internet connection. I can't answer.
Teacher, what's the answer? N plus 8 squared?
No, it's n minus 8 squared. I remember.
Minus?
Yeah, is it n squared?
Teacher, I have bad internet connection. I can't answer.
Because
Yellow here now. Factor the expression y squared minus 121.
I can't see the screen. It's minus or plus?
Teacher, my internet connection is bad. I couldn't answer.
teacher, now what happens?
Teacher, I can't see the screen, so that's why I didn't answer.
Jude, Dana, Masa, Jana, and Farah. يلا, the last question now will tell us who will be the first on the podium, Jude or Madame. Cannot be factored, and only 2 answer this question. والله مين هم? The third one, Ghana. The second one, and Jude will be the first one. The runners up, they were Masa and